Hey everybody, in this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with Zater Capital. So you should have received a referral link from somebody. If not, you can go to just zatercapital.com and create your account. The first thing that it's going to ask is for your name and email. Once you get through that, then it's going to ask you to secure your account with two-factor authentication. So you're going to go ahead and click Setup Now. And how this works is basically you get an authenticator app, and that can be through Google or you can use 2FAS app. And once you're in there, it's going to give you a QR code, and I'll just show you what that looks like. So this is the QR code, right? And you're going to go to the actual app and scan it with the QR code scanner. And then it's going to get connected. After it's connected, it's going to give you a 6-digit code. You're going to put that in there and click authenticate, and that is going to secure your account. After you do that, you're going to want to go to payment under profile settings and make sure you add your cryptocurrency wallet address. Now, this is typically going to come from another app as well. I'm using crypto.com. Some people use Binance, some people use Coinbase or Cash App, whichever app you want to use to store your cryptocurrency. And for us to send it to you when you get commissions and profits, you're going to want to put that address in here. So you can choose any of these options: USDT, TRC20, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and USDT, ERC20. Now USDT is going to be faster, so just gonna let you guys know, if you want your money faster, then pick that. Otherwise, choose whichever you prefer. I am getting paid currently in Bitcoin. I'm just a fan of it, so I'm trying to stack it. So I put my Bitcoin address in there. We're gonna put active, and then you're gonna put your account password and hit save. Once that's in there, it'll show it right here. And from there, you're gonna be able to fund your account. So now, actually, you're going to be able to receive payments. Sorry. Okay, so we're going to go to fund account. That's the next step after your account is all set up. Actually, one more setting we want to go back. Go to KYC verification. In this area, it's going to ask you for your ID. So you're going to upload a copy of your driver's license or your passport and put it in there. And the reason is because that's just part of compliance, and that keeps the whole company compliant. So send that in there as soon as you are done creating your account. All right, next we want to go to fund account. And basically how this works is it's going to now pull an address from your wallet where your Bitcoin currently is living, or your cryptocurrency. Like I said, I'm using crypto.com. So if I'm in crypto.com, what I'm going to do is, and I'll just walk through it just in case you have no idea. I'll make this super simple. So I'll use crypto.com as our example. And basically, here's my app, right? I'm going to go to accounts. And of course, this is after you get set up and you go through their KYC. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. It's just an ID verification. It's necessary, especially for exchanging crypto. Okay, go to accounts, click on crypto. In my situation, I'm going to click Bitcoin. And then there is buy, sell, trade, or transfer. So what I'm going to do is click transfer, and I'm going to click withdraw. Okay. Now, the same process for how you want to get paid, except you'll click deposit. Okay. So when you're picking your payment option, you hit deposit. And when you're funding your wallet, you're going to hit withdraw. Make sure I'm making that clear. Okay. So you go to withdraw. It's going to ask you to whitelist an address, right? Okay, that means basically to save an address. So whatever amount you want, let's say we want to put in 500, okay? Now the license itself is minimum $99. You need to have at least that to go in there to start with. Now I already have $83 here, which is exciting, but I'm going to go ahead and add 500. So I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to say Bitcoin in this scenario, continue. And that's the receiving channel where we are going to send it and they are going to receive it. And we're going to hit submit. So here's what happens next. Now they're going to give me a QR code. Okay. And when I go into my whitelist address, I hit the plus button here at the top, wallet address, and there is a QR code scanner. So I can just scan it like that. Now, if you're just on mobile, you can just copy the long code and use that instead. So my wallet name, I'm going to say Zcap. Okay, hit continue. Yes, I trust this address. And then now it's saved. It has to do Face ID 100 times. Hang on. Okay, so now it's in there. One thing I want to show you guys. It might, if it doesn't clear at first, like it says, it doesn't recognize the address, it's probably because there's a couple letters at the beginning of this QR code that may say USD or something like that. Just delete those first couple, I think 3 digits, and then make sure it matches this code here. So it should start with 3F or whatever yours is going to say. Okay. All right. So once you get that sent in, it's going to show pending for a little bit, and then it should clear. As you can see here in the history, we're waiting for the funding to go through there. All right, so moving right along, that is how you fund your account. Once your account is funded, you're going to see that your wallet has filled up more. So this is going to say 583 once those funds clear. So let's talk about how to activate a bot. Well, first we're going to go to purchase license. You need to have a license in order to get a bot. So here are the license prices. You can do starter 99, standard 149, advanced 199, elite 249, and VIP 499. Now that doesn't include the funding you have to put in to run the bot, okay? That is just the license price. That's the license fee. And it's going to last for an entire year. So you have this license for a year. Now I want to show you really quickly. Here's the membership tiers and what's the differences between them. Starter, like I said, is 99. That's your basic bot. You're going to get basic courses plus a monthly webinar. You're going to get up to 1% daily. And yes, it is an NFT license, which means at some point you'll be able to sell it or rent it. You can do what you want with it. It's your license for the year. You can get trading signals up to 5 times per week and community access as well. All right, so on the standard level, it's 149. This is their pro bot. You're going to get everything in basic, the courses and intermediate training up to 1.05% daily. Yes, it's NFT and 7 days a week trading signals, and you get the weekly Q&A and community access. Okay, advanced is 199. Probot, you're going to get basic plus starter plus immediate, and you get certified. So that's pretty cool. Up to 1.1% daily. Yes, it's an NFT, 10 times a week signals and private coaching calls. When you go to the elite level, it's 249. You get the pro plus bots, full education masterclasses up to 1.25% daily. Yes, it's also an NFT, 15 times a week, trading signals, and custom bot optimization service. Lastly, VIP is $4.99. You're going to get the master AI bots access and VIP bots. So you get full access to everything, plus private executive trading program, and this is up to 1.5% daily. Yes, also an NFT, and 20 times a week, you're going to get trading signals. You also get one-on-one personal strategy sessions to invite to leadership events. So that is basically the difference in these bots. Now, here's another thing you should know. When you get a starter license, it costs you $99, and you have to also fund it for $99. So that excludes the license. Now, during our pre-launch, we didn't make anybody pay for the license. The license was free, and you just put in your balance. Now that the company's launched, it's $99 for the license and $99 to fund it. You can put in as much as you want, but that's the minimum, excluding the license fee. Again, here's the license fees right here. And this is the funding amounts. So the standard, you have to put in at least $99. Advanced, you got to put in at least $2,499. The elite, you have to put in at least $10,499, and VIP is $21,499. So here's a few things you need to also know. There is an activation delay, sometimes up to 24 hours for the deposit to go through. Typically, it's within a couple hours, but we just like to say up to 24 hours. So before you send a support ticket, wait at least a day for it to clear. There is a capital lock period, 30 days minimum. Principal is locked. Your profits are withdrawable every day. So if you put in, $24.99, then that's going to be in there for 30 days while the bot does its thing, right? Otherwise, it doesn't work if you pull the money out. So you keep it in there for at least 30 days. And as you start seeing profits, you can pull the profits out daily as long as it's above $10. And let's see, the new deposit rule is new deposits initiate a fresh 30-day lock. Okay, so that means if you add another 10,000, then that 10,000 has its own 30-day lock as well. Profit withdrawals, they're allowed every single day, 24/7, and they're processed instantly or within 24 hours. Principal withdrawals, after your 30-day lock period, you can withdraw your capital, no problem. If you want to take it out early, you can. You always have access to your funds. You can take it out early, but there's a 20% penalty because we've already activated and hooked up the bots. It's already doing its thing, and now we're going to disrupt it. There is a fee associated with that. Full withdrawal equals license termination, which means you're going to have to buy another license when you want to come back. So best thing to know is when you come in and you get your license and you fund it, just leave it alone for at least 30 days. After that, do what you want, but really this, needs to stay in there for that amount of time so that we can give these bots a chance to do their magic. All right. So also all licensed tiers are going to receive priority customer service and community access, 24/7 member support ticket system, and we have a Telegram as well. Member only access to the Zater Capital trading community and special Q&A sessions with developers and trading coaches. So I just wanted to share that so that you guys understood how to set everything up. Now, other things I want to talk about is activate and deactivate. So once you buy your license, so for example, on my account right now, I have the standard 149. Well, it's going to ask me to activate it standard. So it says I need a minimum of 99 to activate it. Well, I've only got 83. I have a different one activated right now. So make sure your wallet amount has at least $99 for the standard pack to put in there. So when, let's say if we did have it, we would put 99 there, hit process, and then that would turn it on. Okay. That's where that is. And the next thing you want to know is where to deactivate. So this one is the one that I have running right now. I put $800 into the standard pack. And so far in 3 days, it's made $32. So that's pretty exciting, up to 1.05% a day. Now I could end the bot here, right? That's how you deactivate it. I'm not going to do that because I like that it's running, but you could end it there. And then you would be able to release, the funds at that point in time. All right, one thing we want to talk about really quickly is how to withdraw funds. So you got to have at least $10 to take a withdrawal. I've got $83. So if I want to withdraw 80, I can. Now it always says, look, there's going to be fees, so make sure you leave a little bit of your balance behind for fees, right? So I'm going to leave $3 and some change. I can pick whatever wallet I have on file, right? Under my wallet. So let's say I want Bitcoin, but I never added an address in here. So it's going to prompt me to go ahead and add one, which is right here under profile payment. But I'm not going to do that because I've already set that up. So basically, that's just the process you go through. After you do that, it's going to give you a confirmation that says your funds are processed. And you'll be able to see that in your account activities section. As you see, I'm trying to fund the account here, and it's in process right now. So we're going to let that be. All right, moving right along, let's talk about live trade signals. This is going to be where all the trade signals are going to be sent. Now there's a few pages that are still not quite all the way live yet, but the developers are working on it right now. So we're just going to briefly talk about what these features are going to be when they do finally go live. The on-chain trade API, this is super exciting. This is about 95% finished right now, so it should be finished shortly here. But the on-chain trade API is basically which allows people to check the company's live bot trading activities on-chain and can be checked on the block via a hash. So that sounds like a lot of jargon, but basically people who want to see the bots trading, you're going to be able to check it out right here. A lot of people were asking, hey, I want to see what it's doing. I see that it's working and things are happening, but I want to see what it's doing. You're going to check that right here on Chain Trade API. You'll be able to check that out. Okay. Like I said, the trading signals, this is going to be daily crypto trading signals that users with an active license can be used. And you can take those trades and you can put them into, Trade Locker or MT5. You can use them yourself on your own accounts. You can use those signals however you want. So that's pretty cool. The next one is Event Hub, which users can check for company event informations like weekly meetings, CEO webinars, training, education sessions, all the schedules of company live events in the cities that we'll be traveling to. So you want to always check the event hub to see what's happening where and when, right? So we've got the launch webinar that was in here, and it just gives you a link to go to it. Then we've got another weekly training coming up on the 5th. No link just on that yet, but that's going to be happening. And then we've got some Dubai events, USA events, and London events coming soon. So check back here and you'll be able to see when these things go live here, these events. All right, next is Read Docs. You'll want to check that out because a lot of people ask a million questions about just everything. So this is a good resource for you, which has all the company information and details about the project. You can open each of these really to just get all the information and all the details. You can go through this and click through this, and if you want to understand what the company is all about, you want to see the white papers, you want to do all that's going to be accessible right here. And so there you go. There's your documentation. So that's basically it for the walkthrough of this back office. Hopefully that helped. We didn't cover team. I have that going on another video. But basically, when you go to my team, you can grab your affiliate link here. And as you share Zater Capital with other people, you'll be able to see this here populated with their information. So yeah, that's basically it for this tutorial. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for hopping on.